Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kelsey Kiesling.
And I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest TV Translator Association.
If you have a news topic or event you'd like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 677-4119.
Today's show runs Thursday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page to watch on demand. Today is March 28th, 2019. And now the news at noon.
From the Durango Herald, the Missionary Ridge Rockfall is on the move. In the past couple of days, several thousand tons of mud and debris have come down the mountainside to the Animas Valley floor, said Butch Knowlton, director of La Plata County's Office of Emergency Management. As a result, up to 10 feet of mud, silt, and rock have buried East Animas Road, County Road 250, which has been closed since Friday. 3 cars have tried to drive around the barricade on East Animas Road, but immediately became stuck, he said. 5 to 10 homes sit below the rockfall area, but none were in immediate danger as of Tuesday. On July 5, 1998, a massive rockfall carrying boulders the size of houses came tearing down Missionary Ridge. According to the Durango Herald Archives, an estimated 50,000 cubic meters of rock broke away from the cliff, falling 600 feet and cutting a swath 200 feet wide.
Reported in the Colorado Springs Gazette, file photo. The new U.S. Space Command will, at least for now, call Colorado Springs home, and Air Force General J. Raymond will lead it while keeping his title as boss of Air Force Space Command. President Donald Trump on Tuesday announced the general's nomination to be, quote, Commander, United States Space Command, and Commander, Air Force Space Command, Peterson Air Force Base. Trump this year announced the formation of U.S. Space Command, which was authorized by Congress in 2018 to oversee the satellite efforts of all military branches. Planning has been underway at Peterson to establish the new command, but who would lead it and where it would be housed has remained up in the air. The initial announcement putting Raymond atop the command is not a guarantee that U.S. Space Command will stay here, but it could give Colorado Springs an early lead in the race to house it. The Pentagon this year is expected to launch a formal process to determine where to locate the command. So far, politicians in Florida, Alabama, Louisiana, and have all courted the military to move the command to those states. Colorado's congressional delegation fired off a letter to the Pentagon last month urging the Defense Department to put U.S. Space Command in Colorado, which already is home to the bulk of the military's space troops. By reestablishing Space Command in Colorado, as it was from 1985 to 2002, the department will capitalize on Colorado's existing military and intelligence missions and infrastructure to swiftly and comprehensively ensure space superiority over actors like Russia and China, the lawmakers wrote. U.S. Space Command called Colorado home from the 1980s until 2003, when it was shut down and replaced by U.S. Northern Command. After that move, space missions fell to Air Force Space Command. But the Trump administration and Congress have called for a greater emphasis on space as American rivals China and Russia grow their anti-satellite capabilities. The unified command over space work is a down payment on a larger Trump administration plan to break off space activities into a separate Space Force. Raymond's nomination has been sent to the Senate for consideration, with a vote expected in the coming weeks.
According to the Cortez Journal, how bad the runoff from the 416 fire burn scar will be is going to depend on how quickly the snow melts, Butch Knowlton, director of La Plata County's Office of Emergency Management, said Tuesday night. Speaking to more than 50 residents at the Animas Valley Grange, Knowlton reflected on how much difference a year makes. Indeed, last year's drought conditions set the stage for the 416 fire, which sparked June 1st and went on to burn an estimated 54,000 acres of mostly San Juan National Forest land north of Durango. But the blaze itself is only one part of the 416 fire's impact. Soils that have burned no longer have the ability to absorb water, so when heavy rains hit or when snow melts fast, there is the potential for destructive mudslides and debris flows. These fears were realized in a series of flooding events in July and September. This past winter has been a different story, with consistent storms bringing the region's snowpack to 163% of normal historic averages as of Monday. Knowlton said he's heard reports that snowpack at the headwaters of Hermosa Creek is 10 to 12 feet deep. The fear now, Knowlton said, is that high temperatures could cause the snow to melt fast or rains could hit the snowpack. Both carry the risk of heavy flooding.
Reported in the Journal File Photo, the Cortez City Council has approved a proposal for Mesa Verde Country Visitor Information Bureau to assume operations of the city's Colorado Welcome Center. The proposition sparked some controversy at the council meeting Tuesday night, with some Welcome Center employees and volunteers arguing against changing management from the city of Cortez to Mesa Verde Country. But staff and councilors in favor of the transition said that the move would help consolidate resources and that the Welcome Center could benefit from the Bureau's expertise. Quote, "It seems to me, with changes at the state level, this may be the ideal time to move forward on this because we're going to have to be re-educating people as far as things that are coming down from the State Tourism Office," Mayor Karen Sheik said. Tourism season is just right around the corner, so if we're going to do this, it makes sense to do it now rather than put it off. The final vote was 4-1, with Councilwoman Jill Carlson opposing the contract with the Bureau. Councilman Gary Noyes and Mike Levy were absent. Mesa Verde Country is a quasi-governmental organization that works to market the region to tourists and visitors from around the world, according to City Manager John Doherty, who recommended the move. The Bureau's funding comes from both lodger tax and general fund dollars. Currently, the Bureau's office is located within the Welcome Center, which is one of 10 official centers within Colorado. Kelly Kirkpatrick, Mesa Verde Country's executive director, has worked for several years out of the center, not only for the Bureau, but also for Cortez Retail Enhancement Association and the Chamber of Commerce, according to a staff report prepared by Peyton Heitzman, a management intern from Doherty's office. The city owns the Welcome Center building and will be charged with maintaining building operations, according to the report. Additionally, John Brooks, the city's manager of marketing and special events, will continue to work out of the center, and CREA will still be renting office space out of the building. The contract will fund Mesa Verde Country with a little over $30,000 per year from the general fund in order for the Bureau to maintain necessary staffing levels at the center. But since the funding will be appropriated from the 2019 Welcome Center's budget, the change will not incur any additional cost to the city, Heitzman wrote in the report. Kirkpatrick herself spoke at the meeting, touting Mesa Verde Country's experience in attracting visitors. Quote, "Visitors want an information center in the community that they're visiting," she said. "They want a consistent experience from website to the front door." Some Welcome Center employees and volunteers, however, expressed some hesitancies regarding the change. The change will take effect May 1st, although the city of Cortez will continue to maintain its contract with the Colorado Tourism Office through June 30th. Starting July 1st, continuing through June 30th of 2020, Mesa Verde Country will contract directly with the Tourism Office.
From the Cortez Journal, while the generous winter snowpack has definitely helped Purgatory Resort, word about the expected fat spring runoff and the benefits it will bring to other businesses is principally confined to locals and avid rafters. Still, the abundant snowpack has businesses looking toward a prosperous spring and summer season, an almost direct opposite of spring and summer 2018. It is still early in the booking season, but Al Harper, owner of the Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad, said the deep snowpack does not really come up as a topic for discussion with customers looking to make reservations for summer. D&S&G is on track to have record bookings through mid-March, but Harper said the railroad was in the same position last March when the drought and eventually the 416 fire led to a horrible season for the train, with more than 40 days of runs to Silverton lost during the blaze. The expected bountiful spring and summer also mean D&S&G should be launching its Cascade Canyon Express, its new bargain-priced diesel-led trains from Rockwood to Cascade Canyon with lush forests and flush rivers, and Harper said he's excited to provide a more affordable option. And now let's take a look at the weather.
The National Weather Service's map shows rains likely along the west coast north of central California, with rain-snow mix in the mountains and inland from Washington and Oregon across Idaho, with heavy snow possible in eastern Idaho and southwest Montana. That rain and snow connects to the low-pressure system over Nebraska, which does not need any more water right now, as they will be recovering from storms and floods for years to come, they say. Strong thunderstorms and heavy rain is possible across the middle of the country and parts of lower Florida. Tranquil weather pattern is established over the southern and eastern U.S., with a gradual warm-up and limited precipitation. Our regional weather outlook: snow is expected to become widespread over the eastern Uinta Mountains this evening, with some embedded thunderstorms possible. Snow will continue during the remainder of the night, delivering 3 to 6 inches of new snow, mainly above 8,000 feet by sunrise on Friday. Friday and Friday night, snow will continue across the northern Colorado mountains, potentially bringing 4 to 8 inches of snow, with locally higher amounts to the Elkhead Park and Flat Top mountain ranges. Saturday and Sunday, unsettled and poorly organized activities are expected. Snow accumulations are likely to be light and localized. Monday and Monday night, a slight chance for showers across the mountains of northeast Utah and northwest Colorado, and that is unsure at this point. And then heading to Tuesday and Wednesday for a further outlook, another better organized Pacific storm system is possible, with mountain snow and valley rain along the afternoon and evening thunderstorms, but not yet in our immediate viewing area. So that brings us to our local DCTV 5-day outlook. Quite nice to get some work done outside, clean up mudded areas, or get out and have some fun. Today, sunny and breezy with a high near 63 degrees. Southwest winds 5 to 15 miles an hour with gusts to 25. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 29. South winds continue 5 to 15 miles an hour. Friday, mostly sunny, cooler with a high near 49 degrees. Winds shift west-northwest at 5 to 15 miles an hour. Friday night, mostly clear with a low around 26. Northwest winds 5 to 15, becoming north-northeast after midnight. And a similar forecast for the weekend. Saturday, sunny with a high near 48 degrees. North winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low around 28. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 49. Sunday night, mostly clear with a low around 29. And the calm spring weather continues into next week, with Monday sunny with a high near 54. Monday night, partly cloudy with a low around 34. And Tuesday, partly sunny with a high near 57 degrees. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 35. And now back to the news.
According to the Cortez Journal, Gus Westerman, director of the Dolores County CSU Extension and chairman of the Dolores County Development Corporation, has been awarded the Ed Moreland Economic Development Leader of the Year award by the Region 9 Economic Development District of Southwest Colorado. Every year, Region 9's Board of Directors honors a Southwest Colorado resident that goes above and beyond his or her paid position and makes a significant positive impact on the regional economy, a Region 9 press release said. Westerman was recognized at Region 9's 30th anniversary celebration held on March 8th at the Doubletree Hotel in Durango. Westerman serves as chairman of the all-volunteer Dolores County Development Corporation and puts in numerous hours leading the county level economic development organization. More recently, Westerman advocated for Dolores County to be approved as Rural Jumpstart County. The first was given in 2001 and renamed in 2017. Previous winners include Joe Keck of Southwest Small Business Development Center, Ken Charles of the Colorado Department of Local Affairs, Gary Masner, Southwest Colorado Accelerator Program for Entrepreneurs, John Wolgamott, Stone Age Tools, and late Leonard Birch, Southern Ute Tribal Chairman.
From the Journal, BLM map. The Bureau of Land Management is seeking volunteers to help build a new half-mile connector trail at Sand Canyon, part of the Canyons of the Ancients National Monument. The volunteer workday will be on April 12th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. The work site is located on County Road G, 1/4 mile east of the Sand Canyon trailhead. Volunteers should bring food, water, hat, sunscreen, boots, gloves, and a long-sleeve shirt. Tools will be provided. The project is in conjunction with a new parking lot for the Sand Canyon Trail being built by Montezuma County along Road G. The new trail will connect the parking lot with the main Sand Canyon Trail. The trail route has been laid out by BLM staff. Workers will be building the trail and rock cairns and installing boundary fencing and signs. The project is in cooperation with Montezuma County, Southwest Colorado Canyons Alliance, Southwest Colorado Cycling Association, and San Juan Mountains Association. Parking is limited, so carpooling is encouraged. Construction of the new county parking lot is expected to begin in the next 2 weeks, county officials said. The gravel lot will provide parking for 17 passenger vehicle spaces and 6 oversized vehicles. The main Sand Canyon parking lot is also slated for improvement and expansion by the BLM. The uneven surface will be leveled out, and when complete, it will accommodate 40 passenger vehicles, up from 20. For questions, you can contact D. Sanders at blm.gov or J. Christensen at blm.gov.
From the Cortez Journal, the federal government awarded the Southern Ute Indian Tribe almost $400,000 to expand direct victim services and trauma-informed personnel support, part of a nationwide effort to improve victim services in Native American communities, U.S. Department of Justice officials announced this week. The Office of Justice Programs Office for Victims of Crime gave the Southern Ute Tribe $391,000 as part of a nationwide effort to support crime victims in Native American communities. Native American communities experience violent crimes at rates far greater than the general population, according to the National Institute of Justice. The Southern Ute Indian Tribe plans to use the money to buy new supplies, pay for staff training, and purchase new equipment for forensic medical services, child forensic interviews, and clinical therapeutic services for crime victims, according to a news release from the Department of Justice. An Office of Victims of Crime spokeswoman in Washington, D.C. did not respond to request for comment.
Reported in the Durango Herald, AP photo. A plan that outlines how 7 states will deal with declining flows in a major river in the U.S. West is getting its first hearing in Congress. The drought contingency plan aims to keep 2 Colorado River reservoirs from crashing. Arizona, California, Colorado, Nevada, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming recently agreed to push for federal legislation to implement the plan. Their goal is to have a bill approved by April 22nd so that Mexico's water contributions also kick in next year, though nothing's been introduced yet. The head of the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation is among those testifying before a U.S. Senate subcommittee Wednesday on the drought plan. The Colorado River serves 40 million and about 7,812 square miles of farmland in the West.
According to the Cortez Journal, technology may be moving at a pace that strains small businesses' ability to adapt, but improving technology can make businesses more efficient and even lower costs. The increasing dominance of cloud computing means businesses are freed from installation and update costs for software that runs on their own computers, said Diana Murray, Vice President of Operations at ASAP Accounting and Payroll. Desktop applications are fast disappearing. Hallelujah, she told about 70 attendees of the TechKnowledge 2019 conference on Thursday at the DoubleTree Hotel. As software applications on the cloud evolve, she said they increasingly allow for cross-communication, meaning businesses don't have to enter the same data multiple times over different applications, saving time and money. Millennials who grew up with cloud technology increasingly seek employers who allow telecommuting. She noted 68% of millennials say the ability to work remotely increases their interest in working for a firm. Besides allowing for a remote workforce, technology opens new avenues for collaboration and remote meetings that overcome geography and distance, she said. Mobile Finance has reached the sole proprietor, with even the most humble of small businesses now able to accept credit and debit cards at their plywood hot dog stand.
Today's High Canyon Country Happenings, March 30th at Bayfield's Pine River Library. Bring your extra seeds to trade and join the Pine River Garden Club, your local neighbors, from 10 to 2 for a full day of garden stories, advice, and of course seeds. Please bring small containers to transport any seeds you may want. At 10 a.m. there will be information about gardening in the community garden this season, as well as information on the club's new shared harvest plan. There will also be an optional seed starting workshop at 11 a.m. You'll get soil blocks, trays, and guidance to start your new seeds. This workshop is $10 for Garden Club members and $15 for non-members. Locally in Dove Creek, the Dolores County Farmers Market, a subsidiary of Dove Creek's Care and Share Food Pantry, is a nonprofit community event organization established to encourage our local Colorado community to market their food, crafts, and creations in a market setting to encourage networking, social connection, and celebration of our unique culture and talent in Dolores County. There have been meetings and plans to coordinate raised bed community gardens in town, along with a marketplace during the season. To volunteer or find out more about their plans, call 970-769-0006 or go online to dovecreekfood.com. dovecreekchamber.org. And speaking of plans for the spring-summer season, the Dove Creek Chamber is coordinating a Heritage Day celebration on June 15th, the 80th birthday of the founding of Dove Creek. It will be held in the center of town around the community bank and soon to be opened Bangers on Gyrene and 3rd. There will be a pinto bean cook-off, an arts and crafts fair, and a farm and ranch truck show. Music and games will add to the street festival atmosphere. So if you'd like to help volunteer or participate, contact the DC Chamber at 970-560-2856 or email manager@dovecreekchamber.com. And all of these happenings are posted on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, along with the YouTube replays, weather, original stories, and local posts. To share your event or information, email us at dcbnnews@gmail.com or call the station 970-677-4119.
Thanks for tuning in. News at Noon airs at noon Monday through Thursday and then is available online on our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page on demand.
Be sure to like us there on Facebook and join in on the news of our area. And of course, please share it with a friend.
For Kendra Cook with DCTV and the News at Noon program out of Dove Creek, USA, I'm Kelsey Kiesling. Thanks for watching.